Hi guys, it's Grammy here. I am so excited. I finally found my favorite children's book. We used to have one when your parents were little and I read it to them, but it got torn and it got old and then it got lost and I didn't have it anymore. So I found one. It took me a long time to find one, but I got it. So I'm going to read it to you guys, okay? You ready? It's called Silly Goose by Jack Kent. Look, see, there's the silly goose. But I think you'll like her. You'll see why. There's the title page, Silly Goose by Jack Kent. One day, the goose went jogging through the woods. See her jogging through the woods? The fox was jogging too. "Good morning," the goose said cheerfully. "Silly goose," the fox said, "it's afternoon." "So it is," the goose said, glancing up at the sun. As they jogged along together, the fox mumbled, "Some folks are so dumb they don't know how dumb they are." That doesn't sound like a very nice thing to say, does it? You see them jogging along? After a while, the goose said, "Look out! That elm tree is falling." She ran off the trail to get out of its way. But the fox just kept on going. "Silly goose," the fox said, as the tree fell on him. "This is an oak tree." Look at that. He's just jogging along and that tree's going to fall right on top of him. What do you think's going to happen next? "So it is," the goose said, noticing the acorns. The goose wasn't strong enough to lift the tree off of the fox. She thought and she thought. She's taking a minute to think, what should I do? She's sitting on the log. She dug some of the ground away from under the fox so he could crawl out. See, she's helping him out. As they jogged along together, the fox mumbled, "Some folks are so dumb they don't know an oak tree from an elm." She's upset because she didn't know the difference between an oak tree and an elm tree. At the edge of the swamp, the goose stopped short. "Look out," she said, "there's a crocodile." But the fox just kept on going. Why would he keep jogging? "Silly goose," the fox said as the beast swallowed him. "This is an alligator." Does it look like an alligator or a crocodile? "How can I get him out of the crocodile?" the goose wondered. Or the alligator, as the case may be, she thought and thought. At last, she pulled one of her own tail feathers and tied it to the end of a long pole. Then she tickled the alligator's nose with the feather. It made him sneeze, and out came the fox. See him sneezing? See the feather on the pole? Boy, that fox. He was pretty lucky to get out of that alligator. As they jogged along together, the fox mumbled, "Some folks are so dumb they don't know an alligator from a crocodile." After a while, the goose said, "Look out! Here comes a vulture." She hid behind a tree. She's hiding. But the fox just kept on going. What's going to happen? "Silly goose," he said as the bird flew away with him. "This is an eagle." The goose didn't have much time to think. The eagle was getting away, so she flew after the eagle, who wasn't flying very fast because the fox was heavy. Oh, whoops, I'm covering it. There you go. See him flying away? When they were over a small lake, the goose landed on the eagle's back. It startled the eagle, so he dropped the fox, who fell into the lake and swam ashore. As they jogged along together, the fox mumbled, "Some folks are so dumb they don't know an eagle from a vulture." After a while, the goose said, "Look out! Here comes a... Here comes a what?" said the fox. "Let's get it right this time." The goose pushed the fox into the hole, covered him with leaves. I wonder why she did that. Is she hiding him? "I don't know what it's called," she said, as the fox hunting party rode by. "Are they hunting for fox?" You've got the trumpet and the dogs. They're all looking for what? A fox. "I don't know what it's called," she said, as the fox hunting party rode by. "But I know enough to get out of its way." Smart goose. Who was the dumb one after all? Who do you think was the smart one after all? Who gave some thought? I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed the book. Bye.